Rewind Party is taking over What's Your Story podcast. We got Giggles in the background, and I'm MC Sal here with Uncle L, Lance Mantia. How you doing, Big Lance?
What's going on, Sal? Thank you for having me.
You got it. So, Lance,
yes,
we haven't seen each other in a long time. I followed you on social media, but we do have a history.
For people that don't know, that they're not going to know, Sal and I actually graduated together, 1989, North Providence High School.
1989, I graduated by the skin of my teeth. I don't know about you, but...
Yeah, no, me too. Me too.
Yeah. Studying wasn't our biggest... See, and I remember, we were in class, and we used to argue who was better, Bird or Magic. And I was the Bird man, and you were the Magic man. Lakers against the Celtics. And we used to get into those arguments.
Now that it's all said and done, I mean, Magic was definitely my favorite basketball player, but I think Bird was a little better. But
if he didn't have those back problems, he would have even been better.
Bird was excellent.
They were both great.
I appreciate those 1980 Celtic teams now.
They saved basketball, ladies and gentlemen. You get all these superstars now, but they saved the NBA.
They did.
And it's funny because I had a book and I was looking for it, Lance. When we were in CCD class back in high school, right? My mother was a CCD teacher, religious education, and she saved all that stuff, right? So I found a book, and on the back of a book, it had Jesus, like some drawing on it. It was like a workbook, and on the back of that workbook, I wrote "Lance sucks." So we used to go back and forth in CCD class. So
it's all good now. It's all good.
It's all good. So twists and turns. Now we're in our 50s. All right, late 40s, and you're on my podcast, and we're promoting your Rewind Party.
And
so how's it? Who would ever thunk it, right?
It's just it's been a fun ride. It really has. I don't know how long it's gonna last, but I'm gonna ride it out.
All right, so we got Giggles in the background. We'll get to that.
Yes, that's gonna be a good one.
Love letter. So. You're taking over the podcast. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, he's a good promoter because he come in with his own banner here. So he's taking over my whole studio, draping his Rewind Party. So he's a good promoter. So kudos to you. So I'm going to, Giggles, that's enough. We're going to shut Giggles off. And we're going to get into it. So, Lance, we haven't seen you in a while. We talked about the twists and turns. Let's talk about the twists and turns in Lance Mantia's life. Not the whole life, but as far as your promotion goes. So... I remember back in the day, you were big, you loved the music, you loved rap music, all types of music. LL was your favorite.
Still my
LL's your man, right?
He's still my guy.
Run DMC, LL, all those guys.
The old school.
Yeah, those old school. And so how did you get into the promoting? I know because I haven't, like I said, we lost touch a little bit. I follow you on social media, but we haven't seen each other in person. So, after high school, all this, how did you get into the music?
Well, business? Just like you said, I always loved music, hip hop, R&B, and I always thought about it for years doing something like this, but there was so much going on in my personal life. So, about 3.5 years ago, I disappeared for a while. I was in the woods in Lincoln.
Oh yeah,
I was just out of the scene for a while, and I was always out and about, and then that's not just that wasn't the lifestyle I wanted to live anymore.
Right.
So I settled down. Okay. And then my ex-girlfriend and I, we had broken up. And my buddy owned a place on Middle Spring called Genesis Bar and Grill.
Yeah, I know of it, yeah.
Okay. Joe Cordero. Yep. Hi, Joe. And
Joe.
So one night, I went in there, and I was thinking about, I said, you know what? Everything's catered to the younger crowd today. There's nothing for the older crowd to do. And I get it. We were young once. Yeah. And they spend money. So,
they do.
But I went in there one night, and as soon as I opened the door, he's like, "Where the hell you been?" So I was missing for a few years.
After you came out of the woods.
After I came out of the woods. But so I went to go see Joe. I said, "Shut up, I got an idea."
Yeah.
And he's like, "What's going on?" I said, "I want to do like a throwback party." And he's like, "Yeah." I said, "Yeah, why not?" And I said, because I had a couple of DJ friends already, so I'll just make a call. Boom. He's like, what are you thinking? And, back in the day, our favorite club, my favorite club back in the day was Barry's.
Barry's. Like those Barry burgers, huh?
Barry's was probably the best club.
Yeah.
The shooters, we had, the one in the Marriott, wasn't it? Cahoots,
Yep.
River Cafe, City Lights, and it was just a lot of good memories. And so I said, you know what? Let me do something where we can bring back those memories and make new ones. So that being said, I said, Joe, I got an idea. He's like, all right. I pitched it to him. And this was back in 2019. I think it was August of 19.
Okay.
He says, when do you want to start? I said, well, right now it's too hot. I said, no one's hanging out in North Providence
Wait
right
till
now
the fall.
on Middle Spring.
Yeah.
I said, everyone's down near the water. I said, let's wait till the fall,
Yeah.
which was only a couple months away. And it gave me time to put this together.
Plan, yeah, prepare.
And, we came up with the name, the Rewind Party. And so I started October 2019 over there. And we went, after the first, I did it for fun. I just wanted to meet girls.
Yeah.
I was getting tired of social media.
There was a method to your madness.
Exactly. Tired of dating sites. So I said, I want to meet people in person.
Right.
So that being said, after the second or third show, I was like, wait a minute. This is a business.
Yeah, you got something. You felt
It was absolutely insane. It was packed. I mean, obviously a lot of hometown people there.
Yeah.
But that's what started it. The whole people in North Providence, my friends and stuff. Yeah. But after that second and third show, we were pumping it on social media, and everyone was getting wind of it. Now we have people coming in from Cranston, Johnston, Smithfield, Lincoln. Everyone, was hearing about it, and we got to the point where it was too many people. We couldn't let all the people in.
Yeah, so you need a bigger venue.
So no, what happened is it was peaking crazy, obviously, and then COVID hit.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, oh boy, what do I do now?
Yeah.
Because my buddy Joe wound up selling the bar.
Okay. Yeah.
I was like, oh, I have nowhere to go. So a couple of my friends and I, we said, let's take it to, they had Facebook Live, and I said, let's take it virtual so we don't lose our momentum. Because that's when they shut down everything. So we wound up taking it virtual. No one had nothing to do, so everybody tuned in.
Yeah.
And obviously, on Facebook Live, you can see people talking to you. And just a simple shout out, the music playing. I was giving away hats.
Yeah, you had the trivia. You were giving away hats and shirts.
T-shirts. We were just trying to keep everybody tuned in.
Right. Yeah.
And it made people feel good. So once things got a little better, I got introduced to a friend of mine out in Cranston who owns 39 West, Steve Fonts. And so I said, Steve, everything was still closed. I said, let's do a Facebook live from your restaurant.
I remember that one. Yep.
And he's like, it was under construction because one of the pipes burst.
Okay.
And I said, we did it May 31, 2021. So we wind up doing it, and I actually had people calling me. They're like, can we come in the parking lot, and can you put a speaker outside?
Wow.
Like a lot of people, especially the people out, because I got a big following in Cranston.
Yeah.
And shout out to my Cranston followers.
Yep.
And so, I was telling the owner, Steve, I said, Steve, he's like, yeah, they're calling me too. I said, what do you want to do with that? I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I said, I don't know if the police will, allow it. So we didn't wind up doing that. And so we went in there, we did the Facebook Live. I had a DJ.
Did you have someone dancing?
I had, a couple of dances from this girlfriend I knew that owned a dance studio, High Step and Dance Academy out in Johnston. And we wind up having just over 8,000 people watching.
Wow.
And huge. That's insane.
It is.
I mean, obviously, with everything shut down, people had nothing to do.
Right,
so they tuned in.
Yeah.
And once things opened up a little bit, and then I got the call from Skyline.
Yeah.
That first show.
All hell broke loose, huh?
Oh, my God. It was crazy. Because, people like, we can dance. Like,
well, they were trapped for a year, and then now they can get out. So they're ready to go. They're ready to party.
So we had, I don't know if you've ever been in Skyline. It's got 2 floors.
Yep.
So I had one DJ upstairs, my buddy Anthony Avicoli, D-Train, and my other buddy was downstairs, Joe Marasco, Joe Nice.
Yep.
And, Anthony was playing the Studio 54 upstairs, and Joe was playing hip-hop, R&B. So we had, 2 different types of music. Yeah. It was insane.
Wow.
That was probably the most people I had at my party. That was almost between 400 and 500 people.
Oh, nice.
In and out in 4 hours.
Right.
But it was insane.
That's huge. Yeah.
And from there, and then all the phone calls started coming in. Hey, can you give us an event? And it just got crazy. And next thing you know, I'm in all the local magazines. I'm on WBRU. I'm like, it's
just from a thought you had, just hey, why don't we just do
Yes.
this, right? Just why not, right? And
Yes.
it came into something else. It
Yeah,
kept going and going.
And I didn't. Well, another thing too. I mean, when the pandemic hit, I think I'm not putting people down, but in this business, I think most people would have quit and just said, "Screw it, let's go do something else." And I was like, "No," and I just kept going. Right. And even now, like I treat this upcoming show I have April 1st at the Last Resort. I treat it like it's my first show. I'm so hungry. I love what I do. And I'll give you an example why. Because, I love, besides music, I love politics. I was involved in politics for a long time. I ran politically. I ran for state representative.
Okay.
Back in 2010, 2012. In 2010, I knew I wasn't going to win, so I just wanted to get my feet wet.
Right.
And I wind up giving the 14-year incumbent a hell of a race.
Nice.
So 2012, he decides not to run. There's three of us in the primary. So, and the state, they have these pre-polls for Senate races and state rep races, and they had me actually winning.
Wow.
And I was passionate, for that. But once that happened, I heard that, and then I got a call from Tara Granahan to come on, and I was like, my head got big, and I dogged it. I'm not gonna lie to you, I dogged it, and I got beat.
Yeah.
And I says, you know what? Yeah, it hurt, but that's my fault. Yeah. I said, the next thing I'm passionate for, whether it could be anything,
right.
I said, I will never do that again. I will never want to feel that feeling again of not giving 100% and having those results were brutal.
Right.
And my daughter actually grew, and so that killed me right there. Right. That motivated me. So that's, now that I found my niche, I just love doing these events. It's like the real story behind it, people that know me well, which is my circle, I'm not like in it just for the money, for instance, this show coming up, I have my overhead's insane. If I break even that night, that's a win.
Right.
The thing is, people are like, oh, you must be making a killing. I says, it's not all about the money. I said, I add extra things in some of these events. I don't have to and pocket more money.
Right. Yeah.
So I don't know. Now I want, I can't just keep doing the same thing. The parties with the DJs. I want to level up.
Right.
And, so I was already under contract with some of the freestyle artists, and, they weren't going to give us our deposits back. So we were supposed to have a show back in November. It didn't work out, fortunately. But so, you know what? I just, if you want to level up in life, anything you do, you got to take a shot.
Right. And you're passionate about it. And when you're passionate about something, it changes everything.
Oof.
It makes you feel alive. You have purpose.
You think differently too.
Yeah, you do.
At our age, especially.
Absolutely.
I think at our age, I'm 52. Sal's 52.
Well, I'm 51. Don't age me, buddy. All right. I'll be 52 this year.
I'm sure you're going to agree with me. See, this is something you're passionate for. I think at this point in our lives, even in your 30s or 40s, you got to be passionate about something.
Yeah.
I look at it like this: like if I'm not passionate about something, it's like I feel like I'm dead.
Right.
What I mean? It's like it's just I don't know. This right here. Again, it's a hobby. It is a hobby. I'm not going to, there's income.
Right.
But like I said, I'm just going to, keep giving it my all. And hopefully everyone, for the most part, when people leave that night of, the events and they tell me, hey, Lance, we had a blast.
Yeah.
When's the next one? It's almost like that's the real music to my ears.
It lights a fire.
Yeah. Makes me feel good.
I don't know about you, but like 50 slapped me in the face. Like I'm 50. Oh my God, what happened? Where, you know what I'm saying? Like, we have kids, we have families, and it just goes by so fast, and everything, and you tend to, just sleepwalk through life sometimes, and then I don't know. 50 woke me up. 50 woke me up and said, "Yeah, I need to get going because it's better late than never. You're never too late to live your dream. Never.
The only regret I have with this business is I wish I started sooner.
Yeah, you can't have regrets like that.
And I always look at it. I always try to make a positive out of a negative situation. I'm like, I'll take it from here.
But you might not have been ready at the time. If you were younger, you might have squandered it or did something to mess it up. And now you're mature. You get the gray, the wisdom. And so God's timing is God's timing, man, and that's it.
It did cross my mind in my 40s.
Yeah.
My early 40s.
Mm-hmm.
And, whoever I was with at that time, as far as my girlfriend, I know, she was behind me. She's like, go stand. But everyone, then again, a lot of people talk about this, that, this. You got to follow through.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And if I can help anybody out in this business, outside the business, and a lot of people, talk to me about, hey, I want to, possibly, I want to be a DJ, maybe a promoter. I'm like, and not only that too, like people come to my events. A lot of them are small business owners, and I tell them all the time, you support me, I want to support you.
Right.
What can I do? What can I do to help?
It's networking, and and as far as we're talking about the goals are one thing. Like everybody has goals. I heard someone say, if somebody starts a basketball season, a football season, what's everybody's goal? To get to the Super Bowl, to get to the finals, what it is. Everybody has that goal, right? Everybody. Who's willing to put in the work?
Yeah.
Who's willing to put in the work? And I know from speaking to you, you're willing to put into the work. So why don't you tell the viewers what goes into doing a post? I know there's a lot. See, people see, a wine party. Oh, great, let's go and let's have fun, listen to music, and they just think, Lance is snapping his fingers. And from speaking to you and the little bit I have, a lot of work goes into it. And if you can maybe just give somebody like an idea of what goes into, promoting.
Well, first off, you gotta promote your brand. That's where social media comes in. Like we were just talking about that before we went on the air.
Right.
Imagine if we didn't have it.
No, we'd be, like you said, we'll be passing out flyers.
I'll be in Stop and Shop, put them on the cars.
Put on the cars, People throwing them.
But, my first thing, it doesn't have to be just this business. It can be any business. You're starting off a small business or whatever. Utilize that social media.
Oh,
it's a
free.
It's a weapon. And, like a lot of people, not too much now, but before, oh my God, you're constantly posting. You don't stop posting. I'm like, you know what? If I post continuously, there's people that don't see it. So someone who didn't see it yesterday, they saw it the next day.
It's funny with
a domino effect.
Yeah, it's funny with the algorithms and everything like that. You don't know who's going to see it. You don't know how people are going to see them. I don't really fully understand it. Even I'm on YouTube. There's all type of algorithms and Facebook. So the more you do it, and post and post and post. They eventually going to see it. And I see you all the time. And I'm kind of getting sick of it, but no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No.
All right. For an instance, and I know what do you call it? Well, when we just do like regular nightclubs, obviously the promoting. I call my buddy. My buddy does the flyer. Now I actually do my own flyers, so I enjoy that. But just still like as far as promoting it, it's almost like I mastered it.
Yeah.
But that's like hours and hours and hours of research and how to improve my promoting. I'm watching videos on YouTube. I'm watching. I'm watching other people in the business,
right.
Other DJs, other promoters, see how they're doing their thing, and I get a lot of ideas through that.
Yeah.
Because most of the people in this business, they've been in this business a hell of a lot longer than me. So obviously, I look up to some of them, and I want to see what they're doing.
Right. Learn from them.
Yeah.
Learn from the people who already did it.
Yes.
And just like you said about all the stuff you're doing. People pay people to do what you're doing.
Yeah.
You're a one-man gang, so I can just imagine. Like,
right now I am, yeah.
Yeah, just, the social media, the flyers, everything you're doing, the behind-the-scenes stuff is just, plus, you're saying you do have other jobs as well.
Yes,
so
I do.
So this is a part-time. Right now it's a part-time.
Yeah.
You said it made a little bit of a hobby. I'm sure you want it to grow.
Yeah, I'm doing the best I could. Like, my full-time job, I work for the North Providence School Department for 28 years. I have my landscaping company for
landscaping,
right?
Right?
My daughter that. Yeah. Landscaping for.
I remember the whole Give Lance a Chance promotion.
I've been landscaping about 35, 36 years now.
Wow, yeah.
And, the Rewind Party became a job.
Yeah.
But that's what I wanted.
Right.
And, it's like anything else. You start off something, like I said, you got to give it 100% or get out.
Right.
And that's what, I'm still learning.
Yes.
And that's what makes it interesting for me. It keeps me, because after a while, it might get stale once in a while. Not going to lie to you.
Right.
And so now, like I said, I'm going to bring the artist in, and what's involved there is, I'll give you an example. Contracts are going to be signed. Okay. Obviously, you got to pay the artist. I gotta fly them in. I got
And the way the airline prices are now, oh my goodness.
I just booked the room yesterday for giggles. Promoting again. I got to pump more money into promoting. I mean, I have a team, a small team, and and we're all on the same page. And without their help, it hurts.
Right.
But like again, there's got to be communication with the venue owner, and the venue owners up at the Last Resort, David, Pam, and Nick. They're great, and they want to see you do good, and they'll do anything they can to help you. Right. And I appreciate those. I appreciate that very much. But I had to hire a professional sound team.
Yep.
Okay, they're coming in. We're gonna have concert sound, lighting, smoke machines.
Wow.
I hired a girl with the 360 photo booth to help people that night bring back those old memories and make new ones. So that's usually a big hit with the girls.
Right.
And that's obviously the main reason why I did it. I want them to have fun.
Time, right.
And obviously I gotta pay the DJ. I got a girl works the door. I gotta pay her. It adds up.
Yeah. So
people already asking me can you put me on your guest list? I'm like, listen, I'm not greedy.
Yeah.
I'll make a deal with you. Bring some people and I'll comp you out.
Right.
Give me a reason to comp you out. Right. This is my first gig in 3.5 years. I had the most overhead I've ever had. But I'm not complaining. This is what I wanted. I wanted to level up.
Right.
It's like I said earlier. You can't keep doing the same thing.
Right.
It gets stale.
So from what I'm hearing from you speaking, and everybody will probably agree that you don't skimp out. You bring it to you're leveling up, like you said. You bring it to the next level. When you start saying professional, sound people, smoke and this, and the booth, the 360 booth,
the lighting.
You're making an experience. It's just not just just come to this place and listen to this DJ type of thing. And that's, people enjoy that in itself. But you're giving them an experience.
Exactly.
So I think I commend you
we'll
for
have
that.
my shirts, and and then that night, and again, I'm not trying to brag or nothing. I could have just had my DJ that night, Corey Young.
That's what I'm saying.
And pocketed a couple of grand more.
Right. So you're going above and beyond instead of pocketing that money, which you could do, and people will come, right? Build it, they will come. But you are going above and beyond, and that's coming out of your pocket.
Yep.
That's coming out of your purse. So I think people should, if they don't realize that, people who haven't been yet, or people who have, been several times, to realize what you're doing to make them have a wonderful night and an experience.
And I'm not going to lie to you, I'm nervous. Yeah. I'm very nervous. It's just again, I think if you're passionate about something and you're going to level up, nervous means you're doing. To me, it means I'm doing what I love.
You're stepping out of your comfort zone. That's what you're doing,
and that's how you grow.
So exactly. When you stay in your comfort zone, you're not going to grow. You're going to stay, and you know what? It's going to die out because you're, like you said, it's going to become mundane, and it's not going to be, passionate about it.
So they, so that night, hopefully, it's a big night. The hours I put into it,
right?
Whew, not, people, a lot of people just think I post flyers. No. I don't stop. Behind the scenes is where it's actually completely done.
Right.
Put the game plan together and boom, put it out there.
So what is the usually the age groups that come to your shows?
I'd say about 35, late 30s to like late 50s.
Okay.
And what we do is we play a lot of the old stuff, hip hop, R&B, freestyle, couple of disco, a little bit of
mix it up, right?
We give everybody a variety, you know what I mean? Right. And for instance, like this show, just because I'm bringing a freestyle artist in, everyone's like, a lot of people, not everybody, is this a freestyle party? No, it's not a freestyle party.
Right.
I was supposed to bring these people in last November, like I said, and I just feel like I'm obligated to follow through with that. Right. And I want to do it anyway. See where it goes. And I don't look at it as a failure if it doesn't work out. I look at it as a lesson, and that'll let me know what I got to do for the next event. So, no, this party coming up April 1st at the Last Resort. We're gonna give you guys everything, disco, hip hop, R&B, freestyle. Like That's what makes us unique.
Something for everyone.
Yes.
You know, so if you don't like freestyle or you don't like rap, you have R&B or whatnot, you know.
And I got one of the best DJs around.
Who's DJing?
DJ Corey Young coming in. And Corey, you know, a lot of people know Corey. Corey's got a big following, and he's great. He's great at what he does. Yeah. And he's great with people. Right. So that's what makes him even more marketable. Right. But, you know, I hired him. You know, he doesn't do the club scene no more. He does weddings, private parties. He's big time. Right. And he not only does weddings and private events, he does it all over the country, out of the country. He's like, you know, and for him to give me this night.
Yeah, she's a busy man.
Yeah.
He's a busy man.
And, you know, I appreciate it. He's like, you know, I'll only do this with you.
Right,
like,
yeah.
So that tells me.
So he's out of the club scene except for the rewind parties.
Yeah. So that tells me he
sees something.
I'm doing my job.
Absolutely.
And
because he's willing and able to do it. And
I've known Corey for about 20 years, and we did a few shows together, and when him and I do a show together, it's crazy.
Yeah. So let me ask you this: have your parents ever been to a rewind party?
Absolutely.
So Tony and Dottie was getting down, huh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, nice.
And I thought, like, when they came, it was going to be my mother that wanted to leave.
It was your father?
No, yes, my mother wanted to stay.
Okay,
but they haven't been in they haven't been in a while though. Okay. The beginning they came all the time, so that's a good question because I'm going to ask them.
They should come. Yeah.
I think they are going to come take a ride up.
That's cool
because they know this is my biggest one.
Yeah,
and even if they come up, you know.
Just to support you, even if it's for an hour, half an hour, whatever it is.
You know what's funny? It's like he's flirting with all the girls. And know what they tell me
after? Tony,
after he leaves, they're like, "Oh my God, you guys look." Now I see where you get it from.
Yeah.
They think
the apple doesn't fall too far.
So it's like, no, I want them to come to this one. I'm pretty sure they're gonna come.
Oh, that's cool. That's
and believe it or not, through this, my mother and I actually got closer.
Oh, nice! Isn't that how things
well,
are?
You know, with that old Italian family,
yeah.
Not too many I love yous over the years, you know. But things change, you know. I could see my mother. You know, she looks at me different. She talks to me different, and you know,
she believes in what you're doing.
Yeah.
I think, you know.
I pray for you. I pray. I'm like, keep praying. I need
praying.
it.
I need all the prayer. I need God to intervene, huh?
But
That's awesome. Yeah, so let's talk a little bit more about this show you got coming up. So you said you had DJ Corey Young. It's at the Last Resort in Smithfield.
Yep, April 1st, Saturday night, and it's not. It's not this ain't April. Nothing foolish about this. This ain't April Fools.
No fools
this is
are
the
real
real
be
deal.
There. If you're a fool, stay home. We don't want any fools.
We're not fooling nobody that night. This is the real show, and if you want to get tickets,
that's another question.
Yes,
I had. We're gonna put it.
Sal, put the link.
On
put
the link on
Eventbrite.
I'm gonna have it the whole podcast. I'm just boom right across the screen, so people won't miss it. So just tell us the link. You have the link on hand. If
not, you can follow me on Facebook. Okay. Lance Mantia, Mantia, and then you'll see the link. You'll see all my promotions, and then I'll invite everybody into the Rewind Party page.
All right.
And you can follow me on Instagram. Same thing. My name. And
that's April 1st. What time does it start?
We are going to start 8:30.
Okay.
And probably
it's a little past my bedtime, but I think I can make it.
Probably till about 1 a.m. Okay. And you can get tickets through me, too. And you can call me up. I mean, go on my Facebook page. My cell number is right there, 401-286-3222. Or you can get tickets at the door. A lot of people paying at the door.
Okay, so April 1st.
Tickets are $30.
8:30 p.m. Last Resort, $30.
Yep.
We will have the link up, and you have DJ Corey Young, and you have a performer.
Yes, we're gonna have freestyle artists coming in. Giggles.
You heard in the beginning of the show, Love Letter.
What comes around goes around. So
yep.
We spoke yesterday, and you know, she's excited, and you know, that night. I have another show May 6th with DJ Donnie Battle, another dear friend of mine, and I got another artist coming in.
Okay, but you're gonna keep that one secret?
Yes, that's
to be announced.
That's gonna be announced on stage.
Oh, nice! That night,
April 1st.
Oh, so if you want to know who's gonna be, was it May 6th?
Saturday, May 6th.
You better be there to find out. Special big announcement.
And I'll have this artist. We're gonna get him on. We're gonna get him on the phone on stage that night.
Oh, wow.
Maybe I don't know with FaceTime. We'll do FaceTime.
FaceTime. Maybe you can have a screen.
I asked if they had a projector up there. That'd be cool. Yeah, so yes, another announcement coming, and then after these two shows, I think Lance needs a break.
Take a little time, a little vacay.
Well, like everyone says, there's no such thing as that break in my language. But I told everybody in January after the New Year's Eve show, I was retiring.
Oh yeah.
And there's no such thing.
So my next question is, as you at the beginning of the show, I introduced myself as MC Sal, and a few people know of my work, and I was just maybe saying if I can open up for giggles.
Maybe. What do you want to do? You want to sing?
I'm a rapper.
Are you rapping?
I have a little recording of my last live show. Do you want to hear it?
Sure.
All right, you ready? All right, here we go. It didn't go too well. They were booing me.
I didn't give you a chance.
I just started. As soon as I stepped on the stage, they started booming me. Lance, what's up with that? So I just figured
Sal
maybe
needs a chance.
Lance needs a chance. Sal needs a chance. So maybe, just maybe, you can give me a chance. Maybe not giggles. Maybe you can get me one of the smaller shows. Maybe.
Well, I got a lot of good DJs. Yeah, we can. I'm sure I can help you.
Because MC Sal needs a chance. He needs a second chance.
Can you break dance? I'd love to have some break dance.
I can break a hip.
No. Any break dancers out there?
I can pop.
Get in touch with me for this show. I'd like to bring some break dancers.
Break dancers?
Yes. Oh, wow. Add that to the show.
That would be great.
So again, any break
If you're a break dancer out there,
call me.
Absolutely. So, speaking of that, what are your long-term goals? We know your short-term goal is trying to get the show, and you got May 6th coming in. Maybe take a little relaxing vacation. But where do you see the Rewind Party in 5 years?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah.
Well, right now, my focus on April 1 and May 6th, and that's gonna probably decide a lot.
Yeah.
Because obviously, like I said earlier, my overhead's crazy, and I don't know.
Yeah. Take a show by show, but you got to have a vision. I mean, what would you like it to be?
Well, I mean, I had a lot. I had a lot of venues calling me what I wanted to do and what I started to do, and then I got tied up in this. These two shows coming up. I actually had DJs going in different venues under my promotions, and they weren't rewind parties. But people think just because I send my DJ friends in there under my promotions, it's pretty much the same vibe. I don't have to show up till late.
Yeah.
Because, I like to tap into a lot of different venues and, again, just have my team out there and just back up a little bit, you know what I mean? Because, like, right now it's like, I'm all in right now. And,
right. All the chips are in.
But, that, as far as that question you just asked, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know.
You don't know. You just.
These two shows coming up are going to let me.
So after May 6th, you're going to have a better idea of where this is going.
I mean, obviously, I want to take it a little further and, like I said, maybe do a small concert with.
That would be nice. So different artists, maybe
a
DJ and some different artists.
Like more artists added to the card. Maybe like 3 or 4, like I originally planned. But again, money.
The ska roll.
Yeah. So I need to see where these two shows take me.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I was still under contract with a couple artists. One of them passed away.
Who's that?
Joyce Sims.
Joyce Sims. What does
she sings?
The name sounds familiar.
All in all, another freestyle artist, and unfortunately, she passed away.
Oh, God rest her soul.
So I had, I was bringing her in too before I got that phone call. So I was still under contract with Giggles, and I can't say the other artist because it's a surprise.
It's a secret. Yeah.
Yes, and and I don't know. I mean, I like to expand.
Right.
And do like a huge concert.
Right. We were even talking on the phone that, maybe some, more spread out through New England possibly in the future. He's spreading out a little bit, or is
I'm starting to get a lot of connections in this business outside of Rhode Island.
Right.
Who knows?
Yeah.
I mean, I had an artist reach out to me recently. I don't remember the group Full Force?
Oh, I used to love Full Force.
Okay.
Yeah.
They reached out and I'm like, just it's crazy. I mean, I worked with Lisa, Digital Underground. Who else did we do? Cisco, Planet Patrol.
Dong, 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 dong.
Yeah. What's his name? Drew Hill.
Drew Hill.
Yeah, we did. We did Lisa, Drew Hill. We did the Funky Bunch.
Oh, nice.
Digital Underground. Those were at Skyline.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Planet Patrol. I did them at last 4th of July at the Last Resort.
If you can get a group of them together, that would be big.
So I have a lot of contacts in the business. I work with this guy Sal Abuatello from Fever Records out in New Jersey. Most of those artists, especially the freestyle artists, and they all started with him. He's 70 years old, still strong. He's nuts.
Going. So if he's 70 years old, you got about 25 more years in your Lance.
That's up to the guy upstairs.
Yes, that's true. God willing. God willing.
Who knows? I like to do promoting, not just what I'm doing. Maybe help out other people.
Yeah.
Again, I just need to get through these next two, and
right,
and then I'll see what happens from there.
So, you're a hardworking man, Lance, and I think people need to support you. Blood, sweat, and tears. And I know we spoke about, people are getting older. They don't want to get off the couch. They don't want to get out of their jammies. They get their little blankie. You need to come out, have a good time. And now, what else is good, too, is like you said, there's nothing for us to do when we get old. And I thought that way back. I don't go out as much anymore, but, I wish you were around before because I used to think of like where do I go? I don't want to go to these clubs with 20-something-year-olds because there's always problems. Now, speak on that because...
No problems.
There's no problems at that show, right? You have security.
Yep. Most of the time,
it's an older crowd. It's an older crowd,
mature crowd.
They don't. I'm sure they don't get drunk or crazy. No. So it's just a good atmosphere. If you want to go out and have a great time, have a night out, come to the Last Resort.
And speaking of problems at the events, obviously I know that in this business. Yeah. And I'm very picky at my venues. And I go where there's no drama.
Right.
And I usually tell people, because I do, sometimes you see me, I do Facebook Live just to communicate with the people and my supporters. And I tell them, before the show, leave the drama home that night.
Save the drama for your mama.
Yeah. So, everything's going to be positive.
Right.
That's what we want. Because I work too hard.
Absolutely.
It only takes one incident.
Yeah.
Here and there, but very seldom.
You can't control everything.
No.
But I think you do a very good job at that. So I think that, if people want to just come out and have a chill time.
This is the night.
That's the night. Just have a good time. It's a Saturday. Most people, I know a lot of people work on Saturdays, but a lot of people work Monday through Friday. It's a night out, guys.
Saturday, April 1st. It's
April 1st.
The biggest throwback party of the year.
If you're not a fool, you'll be there.
It's going to be a good time.
Yeah. So, probably the last question. Where's Rocco, man? Why didn't you bring Rocco? I could have put another chair there.
I thought about that.
You could have.
I'm actually thinking about bringing him April 1st. He's going to work at the door.
Oh, he's going to work the door?
Because he's getting older now. He's going to be 7 in April. But
if you don't know, Rocco is Lance's dog.
It's my Rottweiler.
Roddy.
This new thing he does now. I got to sneak out of the house.
Oh yeah.
Before I go to work in the morning, because I leave at 6:00. His new thing, my yard's fenced in, and he goes to the back of the yard and he stares at me. I'm like, come on, Daddy's gonna go to work.
He don't want you.
He don't want me to leave. He's getting at that really attached stage now.
Yeah.
I take a shower. He's right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. How old is he?
He's gonna be 7 April.
Oh, okay.
April 9th.
Yeah.
And so what I'll do is I give him a cookie, break it in half, throw it in his bowl, and I'm actually running out the door like an athlete.
Yeah.
So and he just started this like a month ago.
Yeah.
He doesn't even care about the cookie, and the cookie, dog. That's their main thing.
Absolutely. He just doesn't want you to leave.
I didn't even open the truck door yet, and he's staring at me in the bow window, and that kills me.
Yeah, I know.
Because that's my best friend. That's the son I never had.
Absolutely.
And people know the connection with him and I. It's unbelievable.
So my dog's a little over 2. His name's Louie. So you got Louie and Rocco. They sound like
Beans.
They sound like hitmen. They Louie and Rocco to finish the job.
We should have them over here with the rewind party
exactly.
shirts on.
Louie doesn't behave himself.
No.
He'll be all over the place jumping on you. I couldn't do that, but yeah. So dogs are fun. So before we leave, it's a tradition to give you a official What's Your Story
Shirt.
T-shirt. So I'm gonna give that to you here. I'm gonna throw it to you.
Yeah.
I'll be like Bird. I'll be like Bird.
I still can play a little. I still can play basketball.
All right, we'll have to have a. You were pretty good back in the day.
Is that it right here? The screen?
That's the screen. Yeah. What's Your Story? Yeah, absolutely. And I feel bad because the last.
Wait, I should have.
This one, everyone's got one.
I'm having shirts made for the new show, so I didn't have a shirt to give you. I will give you one.
Oh, awesome! Everyone's got one. Everyone's got one.
Yes.
Story, right?
Whatever story you have.
Yeah.
Okay. Make sure you follow through.
Absolutely.
Consistency is huge, especially when you get our age.
Yeah, you got to have a purpose in life. A
plan.
Absolutely.
And just you're gonna have down days. You really are when you're starting your own business out. And I had a ton of them. I still have them. Yeah.
But you struggle, but there's always that breakthrough.
Oof.
And you know what? The worst thing is quitting before that breakthrough, because you don't know when that breakthrough is going to come. It could be a month away, and you threw in the towel. You quit on yourself. You quit on your dreams. You quit on your family, your friends, everyone.
Yeah.
So I know it's difficult. We all know difficult, but
even now, this is my biggest show I've ever had. I still I come home from work because obviously I'm not landscaping. I plow. There's no snow.
No snow this year.
I got nothing to do.
No, yeah, absolutely.
So it's like sometimes I get a little rut. I'll go home. I'll fall asleep. Yeah. Then I'm up all night. Right. And I'm like, oh wait a minute, I got a big show April 1st.
Yeah,
sometimes I'm like,
I know.
So every morning, and I stop pumping everything out. So when people wake up, you're waking up to see my stuff. Most people are sleeping. I'm already done promoting. Absolutely. This way, I'm done for the day.
That's it. You get it done, and that's it.
That's it. I just pump it out. Hours and hours. It takes a long time.
You're doing a great job, man, and
I'm trying.
People obviously enjoy it. And if you haven't experienced it, you need to come. MC Sal will be there. He'll be in the house. And but before we go, another thing we do is this is What's Your Story. So everyone's got one. So Lance has a story, and we have a book made for you with the What's Your Story. Has your name, I don't know if you can see a name on the binder, and a nice picture of
nice,
you.
Huh?
All right, with the Rewind Party hat. And what you're going to do is take your ears off, and then you're going to put this right on the shelf as you told your story.
Yes. Where are we going, at the top?
Yeah, right near Joe Reverde, right there. Yeah.
Cool.
Right up there. And it's done. Yes.
We are done?
Yeah, sit back down. I think we need to give you an applause. Let's hear it for Lance Mantia and the Rewind Party Productions.
Don't forget,
Saturday, April 1st, we'll have the link. I want to see you all there. It's going to be a great time. Fun. We're going to have some, listen to some good music. Support Lance. Give Lance a chance.
Come down. We'll bring back those old memories, and we'll make new ones.
That sounds great. So
that was always my little slogan.
Absolutely. That's a great slogan. You need a slogan.
Yes.
Everyone needs a slogan.
Something to catch people's ear and eye.
Absolutely. Definitely. Absolutely. Purpose slogan. So thank you, Lance, once again for joining us. We're going to close out with more giggles. You're going to see her April 1st.
She's really cool.
She's a good performer. So, peace.